And there we are, ready for hockey action here at the Midstate Athletic Community Center, located in the Cicero Commons in Cicero, New York, home of the consolation game between the visiting team wearing the black sweaters, the East Coast Wizards, versus the home team in the white sweaters, the Courting Hurricanes. The last time these two teams faced off against each other was yesterday evening, and it was a close game. Came down to the final 2 minutes. I anticipate this game is going to be even closer. Four teams are facing off, and 14 wins the draw. That comes back to 15 for the Wizards. Cut off, though, by Munley. Turned around and coming back all the way. Chasing it down behind the net is Maglioka. Maglioka coming up on the near side. Maglioka crossing over into the neutral zone. Maglioka turning to the left. Runs into the back of Ruby, but gives the puck to him. Why not? Ruby, you want it? You take it. Coming up behind Ruby as he lost the puck is Munley. Munley turning. Tried for the centering pass to Ruby. That gets deflected by Erston and goes into the corner. Leaking out to the blue line, Maglioka fires that puck in, goes wide to the left. Goalie unable to find it. Keene looking around, not seeing it. And that puck comes around to the near side. Wizards with it. That's Lions. Tries to get it out into the middle, and he does. Picked up there, though, by Ruby. Ruby drops it off to Maglioka. Maglioka dumps it into the corner, and we're going to have a change. Not just a change, an icing too. Mayfield, Luke Mayfield, minding the net for the Hurricanes. This faceoff will be to his right. Drawn back by the Hurricanes. Sent up, right to Carpenter. Carpenter cutting to the middle. Carpenter turning, shooting, firing, and that gets deflected off of the stick of the Wizards and goes high into the netting. Lilico taking that face off for the Hurricanes. He pushes into the corner, catches it in his hand, drops it. Not really closing his hand, though, because that's against the rules. Out to Wendell. Wendell sets that in. Kick save by Keene. Kicks it out into the corner. Battle for it in the corner. Carpenter gets it. Tried getting it out to Lilico, not reaching him, though. Instead, this comes out through into the neutral zone, and it's collected by Wendell. Wendell curling back. Wendell has a lot of pressure on from Gordeau, and Gordeau scores. That is a quick one for the Wizards, a quick one for Gordeau. Time of that goal, 1:41. There's the face-off. They did that quick. They don't like waiting for me. I'm really not a fan of that. Battle for it on the near side. Green driving it in. That's Caden Green. Goes into the corner. Ruby chasing after it. Ruby collecting. Curling around in front. Tries passing it to Green. Gets intercepted by Erston. Goes to the corner now. Caden Green dumps that puck off to Mayfield, I believe. No, Mayfield's in net. That would be silly. Oh, it's Bois. My goodness. Caden falls down. Ruby collects that puck. Off the boards out to Maglioka. Maglioka corrals it, sends it right back into the corner. Green centers it between a no-look centering pass, and nobody was ready for it. Out into the neutral zone. Lions. Lions sends that on net. Easily saved by Mayfield, and it goes into the corner. Centering pass goes to nobody but Kevin Green. Green to Green. Green over to Bois. Bois bring it up on the far side. Bois has Caden in the middle. Or the back door, I should say, as Ruby slides into the middle. Coming around behind. Picked up by the Wizards. Ruby holding it. Ruby curling around, trying to get it to a shooting hand. Oh, swinging and missing is Bois. That puck just went away. Nice idea. Had to make that one quick. This pass comes out to Doucette. Doucette trying to get around Wendell, and he does, but Alfred right there to take that puck away. Alfred curling up on the far side. Stopped in the neutral zone as he hits it by Clark. Puck continues on, though. Munley with it. Munley centering pass. Shot. Save. Nice reaction by Caden Green. Nice heads-up save by Brian Keene. Green and Keene. It's the Ean team. Face off to the right of Keene. Lilico draws it back. Firing that shot was Kevin Green. Not a whole lot on it. Got it in, though. Back out to Kevin. Kevin looking, sends that one in. Oh, tried to get it for a tip by Munley. Went just too far away from Munley. Munley back to Maglioka. Not getting it all the way there. Doucette picks it up. Doucette screaming across. Doucette on the far side. Oh, tried dropping that pass over to Nickel. Not able to get it to Nickel, though. And Munley collects that puck. Behind the net, tries sending it out. Held in by 15. Still don't know who that is. Goes back to Lions. Lions pinned up in the corner by Kevin Green. And I believe that's Munley coming to it. Comes out onto the point. Fired in by 15. Battle for it in the far corner. Back and forth. Wizards come away with it. Picked off, though, by Kevin Green. Kevin sends it up, and Munley chasing it down. Munley screaming in with it. Munley shooting. Goal! Owen Munley with the pass from Kevin Green. 21 from 13. Time of that goal, 4:26. And just like that, the Hurricanes have tied it up. Ruby in for the faceoff. Squeezes that puck out to Carpenter. Carpenter has it whacked away, though, by Erston, and it goes into the Hurricane end of the ice. Wendell trying to contain Lions. Lions gets it to, Ruby had it. Ruby chasing it out. Ruby into the neutral zone. Ruby pushing that puck forward. Has to get it past Hayworth. Ruby collecting, centering pass. Stopped in front. Maglioka unable to see it and get it and hit it in. Good defense by the Wizards. That's why. Erston sends it back for Bartlett. Bartlett curling around back behind his net. Pops it up. Alfred almost able to hold it. Ruby chasing it down with Gordeau. Ruby gets to it. Passes it over to Caden Green. Green sends it up into the neutral zone. Picked off by 15. And we have an offsides. That ref signaled it and watched the players go by before he actually blew the whistle. He's like, hey, look at your offsides. Did you know that? Didn't even realize it. I'm going to blow the whistle. Now you know. Lilico taking the face off, driving it forward. Collected by 15. 15 out into the neutral zone. Grabbed it there is Gordeau. Gordeau loses it to Kevin Green. Green back over to Maglioka. Maglioka back behind the net to Kevin. Kevin at the corner sends it up to Caden. Caden with it in the middle. Caden tearing down through the middle. Caden gets cut off by Frida. And Frida knocked that puck back. And who was it that pushed it forward? Lilico pushed it forward, but Caden was already over the blue line. That is an offsides. Face-off driven forward by Lilico. Following it into the corner. Has Caden in the corner. Caden with that centering pass. And holding it is Kevin. Kevin over to Maglioka. Maglioka sending it in to the dot. Lilico unable to grab it. It's picked off by 15. 15 turns and fires trying to clear it out. Maglioka right there, though. Maglioka trying to contain. And Lilico holding it as they try to come out the middle. Lilico fires that shot. Goes wide right off the back boards. Centering pass, not able to make it. That puck comes out to the point. Kevin Green tried settling it, had the opts to shoot for it anyway. Puck was on its edge. Tough to control where it's going in that scenario. Now coming out with it is Gordeau. Gordeau crosses the red line and fires that puck in because he is tired. Needs to go off. Collecting that puck behind the net is Kevin Green. Green has Erston on him. Kevin back with the puck again. Kevin drops it behind him for Munley. Munley fires it down. If it's got legs, and it does, it's going to be icing. And that'll come all the way back. Referee doing the walk like an Egyptian move to indicate where the face-off is going to be. Thanks, Stripes. 14 and 14. Ruby and Erston facing off. Puck is dropped. Erston fires it forward. Goes right to Wendell. Wendell gives it to Beal. Beal up to Munley. Munley turning, trying to squeeze it in. Where's the puck? Nobody knows. The referee retrieves it from inside the net but says it was not a goal. Munley thought it was a goal, not because he shot it and saw it go in, but because he saw it over the line. Nobody knows when it went in. It could have been after the whistle. That's the assumption. Hayworth sending that down, has Alfred all over him, sends it into the middle of the Lions, whacking that puck away as Wendell goes over to the side. Ruby grabs it, flicks it up. No icing. Icing is waved off. 15's going to have to retrieve it himself. Back behind the net, he sends it around. Wendell stepping up to cut off Lions. And that puck gets tipped out to the center by 15. 15 with it. Try centering it. Ruby holds it in, but it goes right to 3 Wizards. Shot fired. That goes high. That sailed off of Ruby's stick. Keene got a little piece of it, and it goes up and into the netting. 5:29 remaining in this first period. It's not the third. Otherwise, this is a real quick game. The puck has been returned to the ice, thrown up and over the netting. 15 has it, sends it all the way around. Kevin Green collecting on the far side. Green into the corner for Wilson. Off the far boards, Kevin fires that in. Deflected, not making it in, though. I believe that's Wilson with it. Oh, and that gets out. Kevin's got to chase it down because hot on his tail is Nickel. Kevin with it in the corner. Turns, sends it over to Carpenter. Carpenter touches it. Stopped by 15. 15 drives it in. Maglioka collects it. Maglioka back behind the net. Maglioka on the far side in the corner. Maglioka up to Wilson. Wilson flicks it up into the neutral zone. Grabbed there in the neutral zone by Frida. Frida fires it over. Maglioka picks it up, sends it through the neutral zone again, and 15 grabs it and fires it back behind the net. And then they go off for a change. Kevin Green passing it up to Carpenter. Carpenter catching the Wizards in the line change. Cutting back. Oh, passes it over. Goes way behind Wilson, though. Ruby in the corner. Ruby behind. Ruby looking for somebody to give it to. Ruby, it hits it off the net. And Gordeau picked it up out of the air, but that's a high stick, so you have to wait for a Hurricane to touch it. Alfred firing. Low shot. Wide right. Oh, I like the 5-hole idea. Oh, and that puck comes past Wandel. They're saying it tipped off of Wandel. No icing. Alfred racing down to pick it up. Gordeau going around. Alfred dodges Gordeau around using the net as a blocker. Sends it off the boards for Ruby. Ruby misses. It goes to 15, so 15 gives it back to Ruby. But Caden Green pushes that puck in. Offsides. Wasn't a real well put together play anyway. Ruby driving that puck forward, 15 grabbing it, popping into your neutral zone, standing up straight like he's done playing. Caden Green tries backhanding it into the offensive end and not able to get past the Wizards. In the neutral zone, 15 collects it again. They're forcing him to play. Passes it over to Hayworth. Hayworth back to 15. 15 sends it across the neutral zone through the middle and somehow came back to Gordeau and he flicked it forward, but Bartlett was offsides. Face off in the neutral zone on the far side. Ruby and Erston. Ruby pops it forward. No icing. Nobody can tell who touched it. It goes over all the way down. Keene plays it behind the net. Drops it off for 15. No, Lions, 25. Sorry. That puck comes in the neutral zone. Wandel backhands it. Sends it up. Gordeau grabs it. Gordeau going forward runs into Wandel, literally. And that puck comes out into the neutral zone because Wandel's one tough kid. Caden Green fighting, trying to get that puck forward. Ruby, almost got a piece of it. And that comes back out to their neutral zone. Maglioka playing it. Maglioka over to Kevin Green. Kevin firing over to Caden. Caden, one-touch pass over to Lilico. Lilico running forward. Lilico shot, low, save, rebound, collected by the Wizards. Stolen by Lilico. Oh, tried to get a shot off on it, but a nice stick check prohibits that from happening. That puck comes all the way down. Icing is waved off. Grabbed by Kevin Green right before Doucette got to it. Kevin tries clearing it out somewhat. And with a little help from his friends, it gets out into the neutral zone. Munley with it. Munley, Beal, shot, wide right. Goes off the backboards, nobody on the other side. Caught in a small line change, I think. Kevin Green in the neutral zone, looking, deciding, giving it lightly to Lilico. Lilico back to Maglioka, back to Kevin. Oh, goes off the foot of Lilico. Shot fired. Goes wide left. Shot by Nickel. It's on the far side. Munley trying to get it away. Munley. Now Kevin Green. Kevin's been out there a long time. Munley pushing it forward. Munley in the neutral zone. Kevin's going off. Munley. Center price. Oh, his stick broke. He still has his stick in his hand. He's got to drop it. Thank you. Good job, Munley. It's a weapon. That's a 2-minute minor. Ruby coming across. Ruby, tried to go through the legs of 15. 15 closed that gap. Nickel with it. Nickel almost caught the defense not existing. Nickel fires that shot. Saved by Mayfield. Puck tries to get cleared out. Fired in by Frida. Gloved by Mayfield. And now we'll have pieces of sword removed from the ice. Well, I know what somebody's getting for Thanksgiving. I normally get a $30 Hess truck. Love it. Love getting that tradition. That kid's getting a $400 stick. Or maybe $150. Look for the discount rack. Coming out with that puck is Wandel. Wandel tearing up through the neutral zone. Wandel has Carpenter on the right and Wilson on the left. Drops it for Carpenter. Carpenter not able to get up to it. Oh, coming out in front. Gordeau is there, but now Gordeau picks it up in the far corner. Oh, and I think we've got a cross-check. Cross-check against Wizards. Looks like number 8. Time of that penalty, 12-12. Two-minute minor for cross-check, number 8 for the Wizards. 2-minute minor. Time of that minor penalty, 12-12. Waiting for the 2-minute penalty to go up on the clock. Be nice if Jess changed that to period 1, but, I mean, if she doesn't, we get it. Ref says, just let it go. You can figure it out during intermission. And the puck is dropped. Green dumps it into behind the net. So first power play opportunity, first penalty of the game, power play opportunity for the Hurricanes. Puck comes out, Wandel misses it. Comes out into the neutral zone. Chasing it down is Carpenter. Behind Carpenter's Lions, just keeping them honest. Carpenter misses it. Lions falls down almost. And Carpenter gets it over to Wandel. Wandel up to Bois. Bois, dump it into the corner. 15, beating him to the puck. 15 curling around. 15 curling around again. 15 seconds remaining. Green overskates that puck. Coming out with it is somebody. Passes it over to Lions. Lions, shot. Glove save by Mayfield. 1.9 seconds remaining in this period. Taking the face off, and that runs out the clock. At the end of one, it's 1-1, and number 8 for the Wizards is in the box for another 1 minute 12 seconds before that penalty expires. Just has plenty of time to figure that one out. So after one period, you know what that means, right? That means it's trivia time. Your trivia question is sponsored by me, The Dan Dallin. You can check out my website at thedandallin.com. Don't forget to subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, The Dan Dallin. Your question is, who was the first NHL player to score 50 goals in 50 games? Who was the first NHL player to score 50 goals in 50 games? Your answer during our next intermission. For more hockey trivia and great hockey talk, check out Power Play Podcast, found wherever you get your podcasts, including YouTube and Facebook. Power Play Podcast, NNY. You're going to love it. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Send us an email if you'd like to be a guest. PowerPlayPodcast, NNY, @gmail.com. We'll hang out here while the coaches continue their motivating speeches. The penalty is up. 1:11. Okay. It was 48.8 seconds on the clock, so I could buy that. I'll buy that for $1. Hurricanes starting off the second period on the power play. Puck is dropped. Lilico draws it back to Green. Green up to Carpenter. Carpenter, Lilico. Lilico back over to Carpenter. Carpenter outstretches that stick and misses it. Carpenter curling around up by the blue line. Carpenter to Wandel. Wandel back to Carpenter. Carpenter back to Wandel. Wandel backhands it in, goes and gets past Bois. Clark with it. Turns it over. Wandel to Bois to Lilico. Lilico out on top to Carpenter. Carpenter looks, fires. Oh, and that's a save. Goes into the corner. Bartlett tries backhanding it out, and Wandel collects it. Carpenter with it. Carpenter going down. Carpenter falling all over Bartlett's stick. Wandel with it, coming on the near side. 20 seconds remaining in this penalty. Wandel going into the corner. Wandel taking it back behind the net. Wandel out in front. Oh, centering pass to Lilico. He misses it. Comes out to Green. Fires that shot. Goes wide left. Goes all the way over to Wandel on the far side. Bois has it in the corner. Bois sends it around. Lilico on the near side. Missing that again. Gets it out to Carpenter. Oh, Carpenter can't get that pass over to Wandel. Picked off by Doucette. Doucette backhands to Nickel. Nickel unable to get a play on that as Caden Green sees it and takes that puck away. That gets dumped in by Caden. Oh, out in front. Oh, goal! Munley with the sneaky goal. Number 21, unassisted. Time of that goal, 1:29. Corning Hurricanes with the goal just after the penalty had expired. Munley sends one home in the 5-hole. Doucette on the far side tries clearing it out. It does get cleared, but it comes right to Kevin Green. Green off the boards to Ruby. Ruby touches it up and pushes it down into the zone. It goes into the corner. Frieda has it there. Frieda trying to break that pass out to his teammate. Centering pass made to Dejan. Picked off by the Hurricane. Munley with it. Munley, does he get two in a row? Munley curling around. Backhand shot. 5-hole. Save. Munley thinking, boy, that 5-hole looked big and juicy before. I betcha I could do it again. Face-off will be to the left of Keene. We have our periods corrected. That puck goes back into the corner, played by Bartlett. Rips it all the way around. Holding it there is Alfred. But coming up behind them is Clark. Clark tries clearing out, and he does. Gets by Munley. Ruby back there to pick it up. Ruby passes all the way across to Beal. Beal crosses over into the offensive end. Beal fires that shot, and that's a save by Keene. Comes right back to Beal. Beal curls around. Tries for the centering pass, while Bartlett gets his stick on it and pushes it away. Bartlett gets that puck out into the neutral zone. Comes to Alfred. Alfred fires it in, and then looks up and sees Munley is way deep in the zone. That offsides is going to end up all the way down here because of how deep Munley was. Face off to the left of Mayfield. Erston and Lilico. Lilico wins that, gets that puck to Wilson. Wilson coming down the left-hand side. Wilson looking, centering pass, and Bartlett slides down and covers that puck up and kicks it into back behind the net. Wilson turning, trying to find that puck. Finds it, passes out, Green with it. Kevin fires that shot in. Oh, trying to get that tip from Lilico, and Lilico not able to tip it. That puck comes out. It's going all the way down. Kevin Green chasing it down, as is Cortez Hayworth. Green gets to it. Kevin curling around back behind his net, looking. Trying to find somebody, pass it up. Oh, Wilson just misses it, and that's going to be an icing. Had he swatted that down, that would have been really good. Not quite beautiful, but really good. But he missed it. So it's an icing. I'll bring the puck down. Face-off will be to the left of Mayfield. Ref drops it. Dejan in there against Ruby. Ruby comes away with that puck. Ruby pushing into the neutral zone, collected there by Frida. Frida fires it back across the neutral zone to Doucette. Doucette trying to dingle around. Comes to Nickel. Nickel fires that shot weakly to the left as he was stick-checked. Ruby collects it. Ruby to Green. Caden Green. Green up to Ruby. Ruby in the middle. Shot fired. Oh, hits the postage. 2 stamps on that one. Otherwise, it gets returned. Alfred trying to hold it in at the blue line, unable to do so, comes out to Green. Green sends it in. Bois gets a piece of it. It goes, and that is Frida collecting it for the Wizards. Frida back behind the net. Frida has Bois all over him. Bois almost had it. Frida has it now. Frida sends it up to Doucette. Doucette has Wandel on him. Doucette, Wandel tipped up, and now it comes out. Oh, high stick. We're calling it a high stick, and that faceoff's going to go all the way down there. You know, I saw sticks in the air. I couldn't tell whose is whose. They all look alike to me. 2-1 Corning, 8:55 remaining in the second. Erston facing off against, I think, Wilson. No, Lilico. Lyons comes away with it. Lyons backhands it to the middle. Lilico right there. Lilico controlling that puck. Lilico coming out. Passes it to Munley. Munley had Clark all over him, but Munley skates away. Munley fires that shot. Saved by Mayfield. Trying to get it out in front. Clark trying to get it away. Erston trying to clear it out. Kevin Green holds it, fires shot, and that goes wide left. Wrong side for it to get tipped in. Lyons backhands it, gets into the neutral zone, and Kevin plays it. Kevin back to Maglioka. Maglioka collecting. Oh, we had a whistle. Whoopsie. I was wondering why everybody was going so slow. See, I had to look down at my sheet to make sure the 34 was Maglioka, and I took my eye off the puck. So that's what happens. You get lost. Ruby facing off against Lilico. Ref talking to Lilico. Oh, waiting for the penalty to go up. Oh, you know what? I totally missed this as a penalty. Penalty against Corning. 2-minute minor for something. Oh, shot fired by Erston. Top shelf in the corner. That was Beal that was in the box. Power play goal scored by number 14 for the Wizards. Time of that power play goal, 4:46. There's the face-off. Picked off by Wandel. Oh, offside. Boo. Now we'll have another face-off. Penalty still up there, but there is nobody serving the penalty because that's silly. You know what? That's not Jess over there. Jess has been working the scoreboard all weekend. This is somebody else. Jess must not be available. Scoreboard's tricky for that first game, and this is the first game of the day. Wilson coming away with that puck in the neutral zone, driving in, firing that shot into the breadbasket of Mayfield. Mayfield. Mayfield's a goalie for the Hurricanes. Keene. They switch sides. Isn't that crazy? Battle for that puck on the near side. Wilson turns and fires. Keene trying to collect it. It's loose out in front. Dishing it over to the side is Frida. Comes back in the middle. Ruby trying to get that shot off. Caught in the feet of Carpenter. Ruby curling around back behind. Comes back. Carpenter has it. Carpenter, Wilson. Wilson shot. Save. Keene. Oh, trying to dish it in off the rebound was Ruby. Another nice save by Brian Keene. Nice onslaught, nice pressure being applied by the Hurricane. Ruby in the face-off against Erston. Ruby tries drawing it back. Wilson to Green. Green fires it in, goes into the chest of somebody. Ruby turns, fires, shot, save. Clearing pass made to Lyons. Lyons with it on the far side, curling around. Lyons got poked by Maglioka. They're all wrapped up on the far side. Carpenter almost fell down. Lyons centers that pass. Nobody there but Kevin Green. Kevin helps it get pushed into the corner. Now that comes down onto the side. Ref says it touched somebody on the shoulder. Wilson back behind the net. Coming away with his Carpenter. Carpenter has Lilico out in front. Turns, fires, shot, save, Keene. Clark back behind the net for the Wizards, trying to clear it out. Comes out near side. Alfred pushes it back in. Wilson and Erston coming over as Clark. Clark flicks it up. And that's Hayworth. Hayworth coming through. Crosses right over the center dot. Hayworth falling down as he fires that shot. Body parts flying around all over the place. That puck is held on to by Luke Mayfield. Referee's going to play. Oh, no. He's returning a stick to somebody's bench. Only plays in men's leagues. Gordeau in for the faceoff for the Wizards against Ruby. Alfred controls it. Alfred flicks it up and high all the way down for Caden Green. Caden chasing it down with 15. 15. I don't know who whacked that towards the goal, but whacked it did. 15 with it, tries clearing out. It hits Ruby. Ruby sends it back. Bois dumps it back behind the net. Alfred stepping up, trying to fire it back into the corner. Alfred battling against Nickel. Shot fired. Save. Nickel was rolling around on the ice with Bois. That's offsides. These refs are a little late on blowing that whistle for the offsides. A little peculiar, don't you think? Face off at center ice. Puck comes down into the corner. Frida with it. Round on the far side. Flicked up. Held in by Ruby. Dumped back in and back around behind the net. Ruby back into the corner. Centering pass. Ruby trying to get a piece of it. Stick check galore. And by stick check, almost hooked. Comes out to Green. Green turn. Ooh, sorry for that camera. Green into the corner. Centering pass. Oh, Bois not able to grab it. Doucette taking it. Doucette into the offensive end. Doucette backhand over to Nickel. Nickel not able to get that shot off. Comes out to the blue line. Held in by Frida. Frida fires it in. Back behind the net now. Green and Gordeau. Gordeau gets it into the corner, picked up by Ruby. Ruby coming out with it. Ruby not able to push that puck past Clark. Coming back in with it is Nickel. Nickel curling, shooting, firing, saving is Mayfield. Two in the first, two in the second. Tied at 2, 4:40 in the second period. Fresh legs all around. Erston lining up against Wilson. That comes right to Mayfield, right off of the face-off. He gives the referee the puck, and he says, "Hey, ref, let's do that again." Wilson, Erston. Wilson wins this one, draws it back. Alfred gets it, pops it behind the net, and goes right to Lyons. Centering pass, nothing going on there. Alfred collects it again. Alfred off the boards, trying to get it out and up to, and does. Munley has it. Munley tearing down her near side. Munley curling, shooting, snatching and saving. Oh, is Keene. It wasn't in his glove. It had dropped down between his pads. Nice shot by Munley. Wilson facing off again against Erston. Draws it back. Comes out to the point. Kevin Green over to Maglioka. Maglioka pops it into the corner for Wilson. Wilson collects it. Draws back. Oh, tried passing out to Maglioka. It gets picked off by Lyons. Now Hayworth with it. Hayworth gets dropped by Kevin Green. And that gets covered up by Mayfield. Another face-off to the left of Mayfield. Ruby's back on, facing off against Dejan. Puck goes into the corner. Gordeau touches it, gets it to Dejan. Gordeau, Dejan, Kevin Green, Kevin into the corner. Dejan Kevin. Kevin with the puck. Goes around behind Carpenter, stops everybody, leaves him. That was easy. Maglioka. Maglioka up to Caden Green. Oh, and that gets stolen by 15. And that gets knocked away by Carpenter, recovered by 15. 15 sends it up, picked off by Caden Green. Green coming in. Green sends it across, and it goes right to Frida. Frida tries playing it out. Ruby comes in and takes it into the corner. Ruby, under near side, fires that shot, goes on the outside of the net. Ruby collects it back behind the net into the corner. Ruby battling. Ruby loses it to 15. 15 tries clearing it. Caden Green grabs it and tries sending it back in. It goes right back to 15. 15 stops, comes back using bad physics. And that puck goes to Dejan. To Frida, to Dejan. Now Caden Green. Caden kicks it to Ruby. Ruby goes down as he is tripped by Dejan. Dejan will go to the box. Time of that penalty, 10-10. Number 16, 2 minutes for tripping. Two-minute minor, number 16. He's waiting to get let into the box. There is nobody working the penalty box. He's still trying to get in. They drop the puck. Alfred holding it to blue line, sending it in. Another power play opportunity for the Hurricanes. Let's see if they wait until 1 second after. Shot fired! Oh! Goes wide. Almost got deflected in by Bartlett. Bartlett coming out with it. Bartlett passing up to Hayworth. Hayworth has to stay on sides. Puck goes by. Alfred collects it. Alfred has Erston on him. Drops it back into the corner for Ruby. Ruby with it now. Ruby coming up. Whoa, Ruby missed that pass. Finally gets it up to Carpenter. Carpenter penetrating in. Carpenter is Caden Green firing to the net. Shot, and that is glove saved by Keene, and Green stops short before he plows right into him. Keene, Green. Beal. That's not really the same, is it? Waiting for referee to show up. The other referee is talking and pointing at the scoreboard. So yeah, when that penalty time runs out, then he can come out. I don't know what the referee is talking about. So the other referee is going to go find out. Hey, are you guys getting coffee after this? Or are you going to stop off and get lunch, or are you just going right home? Just going right home? Yeah, you're right in Corny. Yeah. Maybe stop and get something to eat on the way. Chick-fil-A's closed, so it's Sunday. Why bother? That puck comes out and goes all the way down. Icing is waved off. Carpenter, first one to it. Carpenter being chased by Lions. Carpenter trying to lose Lions behind the net. Carpenter passes that puck up to Maglioka. Maglioka over to Green. Kevin tearing in on the far side. Kevin stops at the dot. Munley goes by him. Oh, passes it out to Maglioka. Maglioka to come back to catch it. Maglioka on the blue line fires that shot in, and that is saved by Keene. .102 remaining in the penalty. 1:32 remaining in the period. Referees talking to each other, finalizing those lunch plans. Puck gets drawn back. Carpenter to Caden Green. Caden out to Carpenter, fires that shot. Save. Rebound by, who's 37? Lilico. Save. Caden Green on the near side. Caden fires that shot in. It's a goal! Caden Green, number 88, with the power play goal. Nice shot. I believe that came from Lilico, I think. Time of that power play goal, 11:44. Faceoff comes back to the Wizards. 15 pushing it up. for Doucette. Doucette drops it back behind him, and Wandel plays it there. Doucette fires it in, but Dejan was offsides. That was silly. 1:06 remaining. Dejan and Ruby. Dejan draws it back, and it gets by everybody. Racing it down after it is Munley. Munley, first one to that puck, fires that shot, save, centering, rebound, nothing doing there. Coming over to grab that puck is 15, tries to get it out. Oh, it gets past Alfred. Nickel had it. Nickel lost it to Ruby. Ruby curling around. Ruby firing. Blocker save by Keene. Goes into the corner. 15 tries firing it out. Goes to Doucette. Doucette gets that puck around Wandel. Now Alfred picks it up. Alfred off the boards to Munley. Munley touches it, but it goes right to Nickel. Nickel coming in with it, finds Wandel. Wandel takes that puck away. Wandel goes down, but clears that puck out into the neutral zone. 15 collects it. 15 over to Frida. Frida flicking it up to Dejan. Dejan gets it to Nickel. Nope. Alfred with it to Ruby. Ruby, shot, fire, save. Rebound comes out. Doucette has it. And it gets pushed into the corner. Chasing it down there in the corner is Beal. Beal falls down, and that time runs out. And that ends our second period of play. At the end of 2, it is the Hurricanes 3, the Wizards 2. What a crazy ending to that period. I knew this game was going to be good. I was so looking forward to it all night long. Anyway, it's trivia time. Your trivia question: who was the first NHL player to score 50 goals in 50 games? None other than Maurice the Rocket Richard. He scored 50 goals in 50 games for the Montreal Canadiens in the 1944-1945 season. Maurice the Rocket Richard. Don't forget to check out Power Play Podcast wherever you get your favorite podcasts. This will be your next favorite podcast. You can listen to myself. You can listen to Michael Ledoux, head coach for the Watertown 14U Red Team, Mike's son, Trey Ledoux, and my son, Cameron Dallin, as we have a podcast that covers all things related to hockey in northern and central New York. We have interviews with coaches. We just had the Plattsburgh men's hockey coach on, Coach Moffitt. He was fantastic. We had Elmira's coach on, Bobby, a couple weeks ago. Tomorrow, we're going to have the Cicero Chill 16U AA team or single A team coach on, Coach DeLuca. We'd love to have your coach on with us as well. There's the faceoff, gets drawn back by the Hurricanes. Maglioka swings and misses. Next pass gets it barely over to his opponent, Erston. That puck goes all the way around. Wilson not able to grab it there. Lyons hits that puck and tries stuffing it in, but Mayfield says no. Face-off will be to the left of Mayfield. Hey, look at that. Now it's the third period. Face-off driven forward by Erston. Lilico sending it back in. Shot fired by Hayworth. Saved and covered up by Mayfield. Line change for the Hurricanes. Offense anyway. Ruby, Beal, and Munley. Kevin Green with it. Kevin trying to come out, and he does, but going right back in is Lyons. Lyons fires that shot. Blocker save by Mayfield. Back into the corner. Lyons still the only one there. Lyons trying to backhand it. Nothing going on there. Coming away with that puck is Ruby. Ruby on the far side. He flicks it up to Beal. Beal picks it up in the middle. Beal goes off to the far side over the blue line, and then he dumps that in across into the far corner. First one there to get it, though, is a Wizard. That's Bartlett. Bartlett coming up through the middle over the blue line. Bartlett still controlling that puck, turns and shoots, and that goes into the corner. Chasing it down is Dejan. That puck comes out, and Munley has it. Munley turning and going with it, taking it to the offensive end. Munley, centering pass, tipped by Beal, and that goes up high and into the glass. On the near side, Ruby flying in to control that puck, or trying to. Ruby has 15 on him. 15 as well as Dejan, 15. Munley coming in to help. Ruby comes away with that puck. Ends up getting pushed out to Wandel. Wandel fires it into the corner. Oh, and that pass comes out to Doucette. Doucette just gets a piece of it, slows it down, and catching up to it, though, is Alfred. Alfred skating back with it, sends it out into the neutral zone. It goes right to Beal. Beal curling around. Oh, he tried passing it over to Lilico, and nothing doing there. 15 with it. 15 in his own end, looking. Lilico coming in to challenge him, and challenging it is. A pass gets up to Doucette, and now touched over to Nickel. Nickel taken into the corner back behind the net where it's picked off by Wandel. Wandel goes down. Oh, and that pass came out in front. And Lilico with it. Oh, Lilico loses at the near boards. 15 has it. 15 tries sending it back in, and Lilico grabs it and disrupts that play. It comes back out into the neutral zone. 15 curling around. 15 backhanding it in, and Wandel grabs it and sends it down the length of the ice. No icing. 15 back, first one to grab it. He's got Caden Green on him. Sends it back and around. Bois over there. Bois trying to get a piece of that puck. Bois getting that puck. Bois giving it to Lilico. Out to Wandel. Wandel to Maglioka. No, that's Caden Green. Sorry. Centering pass. Oh, it goes off the goalie, and Keene covers it up. 9:55 remaining in this period. (3-2) Hurricanes. Face off to the right of Keene. Ruby draws it back to Maglioka. Maglioka winds up, shot, fire, save, rebound, goal by Ruby. Ruby from Maglioka is what I'm going with. 14 from 34. Time of that Hurricanes' third period goal, 3:12. Face-off won by Ruby. Ruby coming forward. He fires that shot low. Kicked aside by Keene. Getting the rebound is Bartlett. Sends it into the corner. Now Gordeau has it. Gordeau coming out into the neutral zone. Gordeau has Maglioka in front of him. Gets the puck by him, but he can't get by him too. Kevin Green grabs that puck. He flicks out trying to clear it. Held in at the line by Bartlett. Sent up along the boards. Ruby tries clearing it out. Gordeau comes over. Gordeau, Carpenter now comes out into the neutral zone. Clark has it. Clark misses that puck, and Ruby comes away with it. Ruby going forward. Shot. Saved by Keene. Rebound goes out to Wilson. Wilson sent it back behind the net. Clark gets to it first. Clark not able to clear it out as Carpenter comes in. Carpenter curling around at the dot. Shot fired. Goes high and goes over the net. Kevin Green collects on the far side. Sends it back into the corner. Back around behind the net. Wilson tried for the centering pass, and it was slowly going through, and the only one that picked it up was Gordeau. Gordeau rips it through the neutral zone, and it goes right to Kevin Green. Kevin Green taking it in, turns at the face-off dot, loses that puck. Puck comes out into the middle, over the blue line. Nickel with it there. Nickel loses it as he met Lilico. Lilico tried getting that puck to Wilson and hits him in the back of the state. Nickel comes around with it. Whoa, and Nickel gets squished by Wandel. Nickel punches Wandel as he's trying to get up. Wandel's going to get sent to the box for that one. And I think he said interference. Oh, and Carpenter going as well. I don't know if they each have minors, or would this suddenly become like a 2-10 situation? This is taking far too long for the referees to explain what's going on. Use the hand signals, and we'll know. Wizards coach calling his players over to the bench said if we're going to have another 5-minute discussion about what's going on. Beal walks in also. Now the referee's in the box. 8:21 remaining. I'm never going to get to lunch. Might miss dinner at this rate, too. Yeah. 2-minute minor to 98. And the clock is running. Oh, it's because we dropped a puck. All right, so it's a 2-10. I believe. I don't know. The referees have to explain too much to the coaches, so they're not using hand signals, so I can't tell exactly what's going on. That puck came out. It's an offsides. Let's explain that one, too. The referee's going in, having a conversation with Carpenter. No, so it's 5-on-3, so we have 2 minors. They're both going to come out at the same time. Maybe. Anyway, at face-off, actually won by Lilico driving it forward. Picked up by Lyons. He sends it back. Nichols with it. Nichols curling around the dot. Nichols passes over to 15. 15, grabbing, sending into the middle. Deflected away by Alfred. Alfred, Maglioka, and Lilico out there on the PK. Nichols fires that shot. Saved by Mayfield. It's loose out in front. And Lilico gets to it and sends it out into the neutral zone. 15 collects it. We have Doucette and Frida on D for this power play. Nickel, Dejan, and 15 on offense. Doucette winds, fires, shot, saved by Mayfield. That puck is still loose, though. Goes into the corner. Alfred going in to get it. Frida drops it back to Nickel. Nickel coming in. Nickel stops. Passes over to Doucette. Doucette fires that shot. Nothing doing there. Maglioka tries clearing it out. Doucette holds it. Doucette to 15. 15. Fires. Oh, off the chest of Mayfield. 15 sends it out to Nickel. Nickel going down, taking a knee. Passes it out to Frida. Frida over to Doucette. Doucette back to Frida. Frida winds up, fires that shot. Glove save by Mayfield. 1 second remaining in whatever those minor penalties were. And both of those boys will be released from the box. Wandle's managing the door in there for him. Gordeau taking the face-off against Ruby. Leaks out to the side. Both players are on. We are even. Kevin Green curling around. Kevin passing that puck up. It goes to Carpenter. Carpenter, fresh out of the box, takes that puck over into the offensive end. Carpenter turns and fires it over to Beal. And that gets sent back. And we're saying it was tipped. No icing. Let the clock run. Kevin Green with that puck. Back behind the net. Kevin passing up to Beal. Beal not able to get to it. Gordeau. Shot save. Who was that shot by? I believe that was Hayworth. It was Hayworth. Nice save by Mayfield. Mayfield picks that puck out of his pad. Face-off will be to the left of him. Ruby sends it over to the side. Picked up by Kevin Green. Not able to clear it out, though. We have a high stick. That'll go all the way down. 5:43 remaining in this game. 4-2 Hurricanes over the Wizards. Faceoff comes back. Ruby trying to pick it over to take a shot. Not able to do so. Hayworth passes that puck up to Gordeau. Gordeau crossing over, fires that shot, hits the leg of Maglioka, goes over towards the corner. Again hits Maglioka, now it goes to Beal. Beal picks it up. Beal trying to take it out, and he does. Beal passes up to Munley. Munley touches it, not able, or is he able to control it? Yes, fires that shot. Keane saves it. It's loose back. It's in the corner. Munley with it. Turns, tries to center. Comes out to Maglioka. He fires that puck in. Looking for a deflection. Follow-up shot. Ruby takes that shot. Gets deflected off of Bartlett's skate and goes back behind the net. Coming in is Kevin Green. Kevin Green not able to play that in. Gordeau gets that out into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by Kevin Green, though. Kevin Green curling around, coming back with it. Kevin gets that puck shoved into the corner. He's trying to chase after it, and Bartlett has it, though. Bartlett coming back the other way for the Wizards. Bartlett up to Lyons. Lyons misses that pass, but close enough. Maglioka recovers it. Tries clearing it, held in by Bartlett. Now comes back to Ruby. Ruby fires it over, though, all the way down for Carpenter. Carpenter gets to it before it's... Oh, no, not before it was iced. I thought he made it. I guess not. That puck comes all the way back. Face-off will be to the right side of Mayfield. Lilico draws it back. It gets touched off a Dejan's stick and goes right to Mayfield, and we will do that again. Face-off, driven into the corner. Caden Green has it. Caden curling around, passes that puck up to Carpenter. Now Lilico, and now that comes out and goes down all the way the length of the ice. Not too far. Wilson there, gets it, tries shoveling it in. It's still loose. It goes into the corner. Now it gets passed up to Doucette. Doucette sends it across to Nickel, Alfred, and Carpenter there. Carpenter comes away with that puck. Carpenter passes over to Caden Green. Caden sends it all the way up across, tried to get it through to somebody hard and with authority, and it goes to nobody, and it's icing. 3-5-4 remaining in this game. Face-off goes to Maglioka. Maglioka has Dejan on him. Kevin Green with it. Kevin Green gets it out to Carpenter. Carpenter has it, draws it back. May have to go back into the corner again. No, coming over is Dejan. Dejan takes that puck away. Dejan gets pushed by Maglioka. Puck comes out to Wilson. Wilson not able to get it past Bartlett. Bartlett tries shoving it back in. And Dejan gets it into the corner. Lilico picking it up. Lilico, I think, hit by Nickel. Carpenter with it. Carpenter without it. Green with it. Now Carpenter with it again. Carpenter rifles it all the way over to the near side here. It goes to the neutral zone. Stopped by Hayworth. Grabbed by Doucette and dumped in. I'm sorry, not Hayworth. That was Bartlett. Kevin Green curling around on the near side. Kevin coming up through the neutral zone. Kevin crossing over to the offensive end. Firing that shot, save. Rebound, goal! Kevin Green getting his own rebound. 13, I'm saying unassisted. Time of that Corning goal, 10:15. It is now 5-2 in favor of Corning. Bois has that puck. He pushes it into the corner. Coming over to help is Ruby. He pushes it back behind the net. Munley back into the corner. Ruby goes down. It's Erston with it. Erston pushing it forward. Caden Green picks it up. Ruby, Erston, Lyons, Erston. Erston dumps it back into the corner. Goes around behind the net. Alfred grabs it there. Alfred drops it behind. Erston going over to get it. Alfred coming back and tomahawking at that puck. Now Ruby has it. Ruby trying to send it out to Bois. He goes off the skate of 15 and gets to Bois. No, at the blue line, though. Lost control of it, and now 15 has it. 15 coming in, has Alfred all over him. Lyons comes in, fires that shot, goes off the skate of Ruby. Bois trying to handle it. Frida pushing it forward. Caden Green coming away with that puck. Caden passes it up to Munley. Munley tries drawing it back around 15, and 15 has seen that play before. Lilico and Gordeau dumps it in. Chasing it down is Caden Green. Caden back behind the net. Caden up to Wilson. Wilson on the near side. Wilson into the neutral zone. Wilson cutting across the middle. Wilson gets knocked down by Nickel. Coming away with that puck, though, is Lilico. Lilico loses it. Now it's over to Carpenter. Carpenter just nudges it forward, and Keene pushes it away a little bit. Carpenter recovers, takes it on the near side. Carpenter, Doucette, and now that's Maglioka in the neutral zone. Maglioka over to Kevin Green. Kevin Green almost mishandled that puck, but he recovers very well. That comes out to Wilson. Wilson curling, firing, and getting that puck over to Carpenter. Carpenter on the far side. He drops that puck back to Kevin Green. Kevin fires that in. That's a save by Keene. Goes into the corner. Carpenter digging it out. Clark there, though, for the Wizards. Clark nudges it up, and Kevin Green fires it back in. Goes off the skate of Bartlett and behind the net. Kevin fires it again. This goes wide left, comes around the boards. Doucette makes a play on it. 30 seconds remaining in this game. Wilson to Maglioka. Maglioka fires, goes high and wide to the left. Kevin Green on the far side at the corner fires that shot. That's a save. And it goes to Wilson. Oh, no goal, no goal, no goal. Interference. Interference called on Corning. Was it Wilson? They're saying that's how he was able to get that shot off. Time of that penalty, 12:40. Power play opportunity for the Wizards. This puck goes back behind the net. Picked up back there by Hayworth. Has Caden Green all over him. Caden coming away with that puck. Caden gets into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by Erston. Erston takes it back in. Caden pushes it back out. Ruby chasing it down. Ruby has Frida. Frida has the puck, and the time has expired. And that concludes this tournament. The 2021 Syracuse Shootout from OneHockey. In this consolation game, the Corning Hurricanes are victorious over the East Coast Wizards. Congratulations to a well-played game by everybody. The handshake goes on. Parents file out. Please remember to click subscribe, like the video. I am the Dan Dallin. Make it a great day, everyone.